All righty. All right, so we're going to come to our feet. Just pop your chair, your seat to the side. Just going to come to our feet and we'll start with a roll down. So we'll sweep the arms up and over, reaching towards the ceiling. Take a full breath in here and then exhale, drop chin to chest. Just let the shoulders fold forwards. Head's draping all the way down. Bending at the knees, give your head a little shake, shoulders a wriggle. And then slowly pressing through the feet and then coming all the way up. And again, we're going to reach on up. Inhaling here, filling up the lungs. Exhale, coming down. Let's take a full breath in here through the nose. Exhale, pulling belly button in towards the spine and then slowly stacking the spine, vertebrae by vertebrae, coming all the way up. We're going to go for one more. Just moving with the breath here, noticing any tight spots through the body. Maybe closing down the eyes if that feels good. Inhale down at the bottom and then exhale to come back up. I'm just going to step onto my mat and bring my chair out in front. So if you've got a chair, just spin it around so you can place your hands on the seat, or it might be your bed. So I'm just going to place your hands out in front and take a few steps back. So we want to find a nice flat spine here. That's a big one. You can see me properly. There we go. So I want you to just drape the head down between the biceps here. You can slightly bend through the knees. Start to stretch your fingertips away from you. And it's almost as if someone's pulling you by your tailbone the other direction here. So I get this nice big stretch here. See if you can take full deep breaths here. Long exhale. One more here. Noticing if there's a lot of tightness through the thoracic spine. Exhale. So from here, we're just going to move through almost like a cat-cow. So you're going to really arch through the spine and then take it the other way. So sinking through the belly, opening the chest, and then scooping, rounding. And again, inhale forwards. Keep that gentle bend throughout the back of the legs. And again, inhale forwards. Exhale. Let's go one more. And then again, just finding that flat back position, that neutral spine. And we're just going to pedal the feet here, get to know the backs of the legs. Keeping tummy on here so that we're not sinking down through the lower back. Quite tight through the legs. This one's such a nice one. Good. And then just finding some stillness through the feet here. So we've done this one on hands and knees before, but I want you to sort of experience it from this standing position. I feel like we can be a bit more grounded here. So I want you to just let your tummy relax and then take a breath in here, nice and deep into the lower abdominals. And then as you exhale, start to draw belly button in and up. And again, so you inhale, sink the belly, just relax the tummy muscles. And then exhale, drawing everything up. Empty the breath out completely. You might find you can take quite deep breaths here. That's the point. So again, inhale. Ribs and tummy expand. Exhale. One more here. Gently just rebend your knees. And then we're going to roll ourselves up to standing. Let the shoulders roll back and down. So now we're going to sit on our chair. Come to the very front or the very edge of your chair so that your knees and your ankles are all stacked so that we have roughly 90 degrees. If you're back here, it's going to be hard to lift the leg up. If you have one of these balls at home, actually, these are quite good because when you're doing this exercise that we do, it's more challenging. You get a bit of the wobbles. Excuse me. So just pop your hands to your hip bones. You're going to ground down through the feet, lift up through the tummy. So find that internal zipper. Now, I want you to just float right leg. Just take it a centimeter off the floor. It's going to hover. And then just placing that one down exactly where it was. Over to the other side. Floating. You can see that I'm tipping from side to side. I'm cheating a little bit. And then placing that one down. So ideally, we want to try and keep our pelvis nice and still. Obviously, we're adding that balance, that little challenge there. If it feels good for you to pick up the pace, go for it. But I also want you to experience it a little slower so you can tap into what's going on, what muscles need to engage to keep nice and straight, nice and upright. Keeping that length from the base of the spine all the way up, crown of the head. Just let the shoulders relax down. Good. And again, we're going to do that again now on the right leg. We're going to lift the leg up and then we're going to extend it on out. Rebend and then place it back down. So quads need to work here. Just really switch on to straighten out that leg. Pop it back down. Alternate. Maybe bringing the arms now up into genie. I want you to imagine that you're balancing a couple of books on your head. And up. Extend. Maybe the leg straightens, maybe not. It's all right. Good. Go one more on each side. Keeping tummy on. So the more we keep activated through the lower abs, the less hip flex through you will get. Beautiful. Just taking the arms down by your side, rolling the shoulders back and down. I'm going to take a nice little twist. So we'll bring hand on top of hand, just at the back of your head, elbows stretch out nice and wide. So again, staying forwards in your seat. So we'll take a breath in and then exhale, just start to rotate the chest over towards your right, keeping the elbows wide, not pulling in, and then coming back. So knees shouldn't be moving or sliding up and down, so absolutely still. Exhale over to your left. And coming through center. Inhale. Exhale. Try to empty out the breath a little more. Can you twist a little deeper? And back. Inhale. Exhale. My right side isn't as open as my left. Just notice whatever you notice. Readjust through your shoulders if you need. You start to feel them creeping up by your ears. Using your exhale, your out breath to rotate. It's going to keep our tummy muscles engaged a little longer. Good. Come over to your left. Exhale. And then coming back through center. Give those shoulders a little rest. Take them down and again, roll them back and down. This time, I'm going to reach the arms out wide. Can you make sure that your palms are flipped forwards? Just so that when we rotate, the shoulders aren't rotating inward. So we're flipping the palms to the front. Take a breath in, and then as we exhale, we pulse. 3, 2, 1, back through center. And again, to the left. 3, 2, 1. Keep your wings wide. Good. Notice those knees are starting to dance around. 3, 2, 1. Let's pick up the pace. And lift. 3, 2, 1. One more on either side. 3, 2, 1. Last one. 2, 1. Back through center. And give the shoulders a wriggle back and down. Alrighty, we can get rid of our prop now. Just pop it to the side, and I'll get everyone to make their way onto their backs. Fantastic. So laying down all the way. And then just setting up for your bridge. So stacking your feet in line with your sit bones on the floor. Beautiful. Hands down by your side and just rolling the shoulders back and down. Beautiful. Alrighty, so hips, knees, hip distance. And we're going to scoop the tailbone under. Exhale, lift your hips up nice and high. Beautiful. Holding up at the top, take a breath in. And then exhale, slowly melt upper back, middle back, lower back. Beautiful. Rolling the pelvis through neutral. And then again, scooping underneath. Exhale. Peeling each part of the spine off one at a time. Beautiful. Nice long line from your knees to your hips. Exhale, coming down. Norma, just bend your knees for me. Yeah, that's it. Lynette's little dog. Good. We're coming up again, scooping the tailbone, lifting the hips high. All the way. So really pressing your hips. Good. Nice. And slowly rolling back down. Let's go 5 more here in your own time. Keeping the shoulders and the neck tension free. So we only roll up to the tops of the shoulders. Good. Moving with breath here. Feeling those glutes, hammies. Good. Let's go for 2 more here. Good. Let those hip bones come down together. Fantastic. 1 more. Beautiful. Once you come all the way down and the spine is connected back onto your mat, you're just going to slowly bring right leg to tabletop. Beautiful. And then your other leg will come to tabletop. So I want you to keep tummy engaged here and feel as if your lower back is pressing down towards the floor. So we're just going to tap right toe down towards the floor and then exhale, bring it back. Left leg, little tap and back. Good. Keeping it slow, keeping it controlled. And what I tend to notice the most is whenever I'm teaching mat is that when we bring the leg up back into tabletop with the other, that's when those little wriggles and shifts through the pelvis happen. So that's where we want to slow it down. Good. In through the nose, out through the mouth. Good, just another 4. 3, 2, and last one. Take the arms straight up into door frame. Good, palms are facing one another. And now continue with your toe tap. You're gonna reach right arm, left leg, tap them down, and then exhale as you draw back in. Good, yeah, a little bit of coordination. Opposite arm, tapping down. Good. Nice. Exhale. So the space around your lower back shouldn't move. Good. We have 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Just bring the knees in towards your chest. Take a little rock from side to side. Float your legs back up into tabletop and then just place your hands behind your head. So we're coming in for a chest lift. You're going to take a breath in, exhale, lift, hold up at the top. Now look and watch yourself pull deep through the lower abs, then lower back down. Inhale, exhale, lift, and lower back down. So it's that same breathing. Ribs draw in, belly button draws down. Keeping the neck nice and long. I want you to imagine that you've got a little gap underneath your neck, your chin. Beautiful. So I like to start with this one, continue with this, but if you want to add more on, we're going to straighten one leg. So the next time you lift up, one leg straightens nice and long, good. And then draw it back in as you lower. Now, the lower the leg goes, you know, the more intense it is on your lower back. If you're straightening your leg out and there's a little gap underneath your lower back, then we don't want that. Just stick with your first option. Beautiful. Exhale. Breathe through that burn. Good job. Let's go for 5 good ones. Nice. Keep those elbows nice and wide. Lovely. Once you've finished your 5th one, we're going to go straight into our crisscross. One leg straightens and back, reaching elbow to knee. Now your regression for this one, if it's too intense, is just your toe tap. Just go down and then back. That's your other option. All right, so just know that when whatever you're doing, you can always just come into those toe taps as your easier option, as your modified version. Nice. Really curl up. Try to get that shoulder blade off. Good. Nice. Well done. Good. Stay with it. We're going to go for another 15 seconds. It's going to feel like a lifetime. Last 10. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Resting there. Awesome. Woo, big breath. You can bring the knees in towards you and just take a little rock from side to side. All right, so we're going to stay on our backs. And I'll get you to let's do your front leg. So whatever your front leg is, we're going to use for the whole round. And then we're going to do the other leg. So just if you get confused with what I'm doing, just stay with the leg you've got. All right, so we're going to start with front leg. We're going to point the toe, hands to hip bones. I'm just going to start to point the toe down and then lift it up. Point it down and then up. So just getting a nice stretch up the back of the legs, trying to keep the pelvis relatively still. Lowering before it touches the ground and then taking it to 90 or wherever you can feel that stretch. And the challenge is to keep the opposite leg nice and still. Let's just go for another 3, 2, 1. So we're going to draw some circles. So we're going to take it up and then exhale, take it out, down, and then back up to the top. I always teach this one, the circles staying within the width of your mat. Because anything wider, you start to really pull yourself from side to side, and that just defeats the purpose of the exercise. So want to keep our pelvis still. Obliques are working to stabilize through the core. And then we're going to reverse, take it back down and up. Good. Down and up. Good. Another 3 and 2 and 1. Beautiful. Pop that foot down onto the floor. And we're going to press ourselves straight up into a bridge, not rolling up, just straight up into a bridge. Beautiful. So the leg we just worked, that leg is going to stay on the ground, and then raise your second leg to tabletop. So we're in a single leg glute bridge. Now I want you to lower the hips down, tap, and then press to lift up. Down and up. Down and up. Good. Staying with it. We've just got 5 and lift. Good. Breathing out on the lift. 4, 3. Good job. 2, 1. Tap it down and lift. Hold. Everyone meet me up at the top. We've got 5 little pulses. Keep that same leg working. Pulse it here. Down and up for 5, for 4, 3, 2, and 1. Come down, give your knees a hug in towards your chest. Take a little second here. So I'm going to get you now to roll onto your side where the leg we've just worked is on top. Okay, so I was working my right leg and my right leg is on top here. Fantastic. So you're coming into this position where your bottom leg is bent and your top leg is straight. Hand onto the hip just to lengthen out. Flex your foot. Try to keep the ankle level with the hip. We're just going to sweep it on forwards and then sweep it back, all whilst keeping lifted underneath. Straight leg sweep, forwards and back. If it feels good to stretch out the hamstring, what you can do is you can point the toe forwards and then flex the heel back. Point the toe forwards, flex the heel back. Good, stay with that. Nice. Chest and torso stays nice and still. Good. Keeping the pelvis so still. Good. Let's go for another 3 and 2, and 1. Just draw the foot back in line, so in line with your glute, and we're lifting, lower, lift, lower. Good. Just control it a little bit more. So the toes are facing inwards, hip is facing forwards. Good. Flex the heel nice and hard. Beautiful. Last 3, 2, 1. Sweep it forwards to me. And we got little pulses down and up, little tiny pulses. So bring that foot right out in front. Excuse my shoe. Good. Last 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Just resting that foot down. Ow. Last little one here. Come into a bent leg. So you can see top and bottom knee are stacked and we're in external rotation. So we're going to press out on a 45-degree angle, draw it in like you're moving through slow motion, stretching it out, drawing it back in. You should be feeling very edge of the glute there. Slow to come in. Nice. So I like to lead with my heel and then coming in, drag. Good. Let's go for 3, 2, 1, and then just lower the leg down. From here, we've got an internal froggy. Now, I don't think we've done this one before. Flip your heel up, keep your knee facing inwards, so we're in internal rotation. Now, same thing, we're on a 45-degree angle, but we're going to the back corner. We're going to press back, draw the knee down. You can tap the other knee if you like, send it back, draw it in, send it back, draw it in. You either love this or hate this one. And tap. Stretch it out. And tap. We have 4 more. Slow motion. 3, 2, 1. And we are down. Give that hip some love. Amazing work. So from here, can I get you to flip onto your elbows and your knees? Tuck your toes under, coming into that plank position. So if you're feeling pretty strong this afternoon and you'd like to come into your full plank, which is always fun, you can do that. Otherwise, this is your modified version. We're lifting up. Ready? 3, 2, and 1. We're holding. Really nice. Draw the ribs in and up. Beautiful. We've got another 10, 9, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Drop the knees. Take rest. Well done. We're going to do that one more time, but just take a moment there. Nice. Setting up for our second round here, coming onto those elbows. Lifting off or holding with the knees down. 3, 2, and 1. Well done. We've got everyone lifting. Beautiful. Stay really strong. Hug those elbows in. Tummy's lifted. Last 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and resting 1. Amazing. Okay, I'm going to be nice and we're going to stretch out those legs. So just come into that downward dog shape. We're still working that same leg, all right? We're just taking a little stretch through the back of the legs here. Pedaling the feet just for another 10. Last 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And we are down. So coming just onto your hands and your knees. Same leg, We're going to straighten on out. So keeping the hips straight down, facing down. We're going to lift it up, bring the knee in. Lift it up, bring the knee in. So just so that it's in line with the other knee, you can flex the foot, you can point the toe, it doesn't really matter. You want to press back into the heel and feel that squeeze in that front leg. Tummy staying lifted. Drive through the heel. Good. And out. Try not to collapse through those shoulders. Let's go for another 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Next one, hold it on out. We're going to drag the heel in towards the bum and then send it away. Slow motion, drag the heel in, squeeze. Hamstrings are firing. Stretch it out. Good job. Last 3 and pull. Good job. 2 and 1. Hold into your bum and we're squeezing. Pulses. Squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. Ah, yes. Keeping it short, sharp. Last 5, 4, 3, 2 and 1. Rest. 2 to 3 big breaths there. If you need to grab some water, you can as well. Let's do it all again. Yay. So can I get you, before we do all of that again, can I get you to lay down on your backs? All right, bring your legs into tabletop. Now we've got our hundreds here. We've just got a little core blast before we do the other side. Option 1, if you're feeling necky, you've got one hand supporting the head and other hand is going to pump. Otherwise, we're staying lifted and we're pumping like so. All right, so lower the head. We'll take a breath in. Exhale, lift. We pump. 2, 3, 4, 5. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Breathe out. 2, 3, 4, 5. In. 2, 3, 4, 5. And out. In. 2, 3, 4, 5. And out. Curl up a little higher if you can. In. 2, 3, 4, 5. Breathe out. Keep going. 2, 3, 4, 5. And out. 2, 3, 4, 5. Last 20. And last 10. Last 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And down. Pop your feet onto the floor. Take a little moment. Now, second leg, make sure you swap. Take it straight up to the sky. Point your toe, send it down and up. So remember, hip bones stay nice and steady. And the supporting leg or your back leg, just make sure it's ready for that single leg bridge. So it's a little bit closer in towards your glute. Straight down, straight up, straight down, straight up. Good. Let's go for 4. Good control. Keeping tummy on. Good. We'll go for those circles. So sweeping it down, out, back up at the top. Good. Noticing the difference here if one hip is less stable. One more. Down and up. One more in this direction. And reverse the other way. Good. Nice. Good control in it. Really nice. And last one. Pop that foot straight down in line with the other leg. Good. We're going to come straight up into your bridge. Take the other leg up towards the sky. Good. We're tapping bum down, straight up, down and up. Squeezing through that glute, controlling the lift and lower here. Good. And up and tap. Great work. Yeah, bring the heel a little bit closer in if you feel like you're slipping. Nice. Last two. And tap. One. And tap. We're going straight up. We've got those 5 little pulses for 5, for 4, 3, 2, 1, and rest. There. Youch. Hamstrings and glutes should be definitely working there. Rolling onto your side now. Make sure that that leg we're working is on top again. Making you roll around the mat. Oh no. So bottom leg is bent, please. Straighten out that top leg. We're drawing it forwards and drawing it back. Good. Just taking it to a position where you can keep lifted. All right, so if you take it too far forward, sometimes what can happen is you can roll the hip in. So hip bones like 2 car headlights, staring straight ahead. Good. Glad everyone's wearing socks. No, it's all good. Beautiful. Keep those legs nice and strong. Beautiful. 2 more. Good. Sweep that leg back. Hold it. Little lift, little lower. Lift and lower. Nice. Keep that leg nice and flexed. Good job. Nice. Last 5, 4, 3, 2. Last one, bring it forwards. Little pulses here, keeping it really small. Toes are in line with the hip. Good. Last 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Lower the leg down, give the hip a little rest. We've got those froggies. So lining your knees up with each other first and then opening out. So I tend to press the foot out on a diagonal rather than down. So you're going to press out, draw it in, out and in. And when you keep it in that smaller range, it's a little bit more challenging because your glute doesn't really switch off. And up and press. And good. Lead with the heel. Nice. Last 3 and in. 2, 1. Close the leg. Now lift the ankle knee to knee and we're pressing back on that internal rotation. Yeah. Straight out the back. Good. And then knee to knee. Good. Good job. Behind. Knee to knee. Good. Good. Nice. Good. We've got 4 more here. And press. Good. Keep breathing. And rest. Take that leg down. Nice job. All righty. We are, I might slid around. Roll onto your elbows and your knees again. We're coming in for that plank. This time you're going to tuck your toes under, your knees will stay bent, and you'll come into that 90 hold here. So if you prefer to be on your hands, you can do that on your hands. Elbows are just a little nicer. All righty, we're off. Good, so bring those knees right underneath your hips. They're just hovering a few centimeters off the mat there. Good. Looking strong. Norma, just bring the knees in underneath you a little bit more. Yeah, perfect. Yeah, good, good, good. Last 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And the rest. We're going to do that one more time. Big breath here. When you're ready, we're going to set up. So elbows or hands directly underneath shoulders, tucking those toes under. 3, 2, 1. And we're off. Good. Really, really strong. Last 10. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Rest. Beautiful work. Take your child's pose. Sit the hips back. Drop the head down. Let the breath settle. And then when you're ready, just slowly pressing yourself up. Tuck your toes under and make your way into a forward fold. Feet can be a little bit wider than you, interlacing, grabbing hold of the hands, the elbows, sorry. Give your head a nod, yes. And a shake, no. Relaxing the hands down onto the floor. And we'll slowly just press ourselves all the way to standing. Once you come up, roll the shoulders back and down 3 times. And you guys are all finished. Thanks, guys. Well done today. You all did really well. I hope your legs are not too cooked. I'll stop recording.